Well, good morning, students. So nice to have this time with you at the start of a day. Previously, I've spoken to senior school students about a verse in Proverbs that I want to actually come back to today and share some thoughts with you. And then I want to give you time after this to talk as a class in PC time about some questions that I want you to reflect on. So the verse in Proverbs that I have spoken to you previously about goes like this. It says, as iron sharpens iron, so one person sharpens another. And that's found in Proverbs 27:17. I love this verse because it's actually talking about how we are influenced by our peers, by those around us. And I think that if I was to say what is the most powerful influence on you during your teenage years and your young adult years, it is those who are closest to you. It is your peers. No longer mum and dad, no longer extended family, it's actually your peers. And really, really powerful influences. So this idea that as iron sharpens iron is relating to as those around us influence us, we also influence those around us. Interestingly, in the last couple of days, I've been talking to students who are looking to go on the Lismore mission trip. Fantastic opportunity. And one student made a comment to me that they were sort of unsure whether they should go or not because they're not sure if their friends are going. And so that's a real example of how influential our peers are on the decisions we make. This opportunity to go and serve others and to have a great time and to give back to a community, a young person makes that decision partially based on, are my friends doing it? And it's totally understandable. But I wanted to share with you and I guess reflect with you that those who we surround ourselves with are so important to who we are. You look at the music we value, the clothing we wear, the way we talk, the teams we follow, whatever's important, largely comes from those who we are around and the influence they have. And I look at Jesus' life, and I love looking at Jesus' life. I think Jesus' life here on earth was such a good example to us. But when we look at Jesus' life, he had this group of people that followed him that were hugely influenced by him. He showed them forgiveness. He showed them kindness. He demonstrated empathy with them. He was patient with them. And through his connection with them, his influence with them, he sharpened them as people. They became better people. And so my thought this morning is really quite brief. Right? I want you to reflect on how you are influenced by those around you and how you influence those. So, in a moment, I want you to spend some time with your pastoral care teacher and with your friends and actually discuss two questions. And these are the two questions. What do you do that helps those around you grow? That's the first one. What do you do that helps your friends, those who are closest to you, to grow, to be better, to be bolder, to be stronger? And the second question is the influence of those around you encouraging you to grow? So in other words, how are you better because of those around you? All right? Or are those around you sucking the life out of you? Are you not as good a person because of those who you associate with most closely? And given the answer to that question, if you're not better, if you're not growing because of those around you, how do you change that? And that's a really important question, because it isn't simply, oh, I need to change friends. Okay? So, again, my two questions. What do you do that helps those around you grow? And Is the influence of those around you encouraging you to grow, to be better? So I want to give a few minutes in the rest of pastoral care time for you honestly as a class to talk about that. Or if you're not comfortable to talk about it, to reflect on it, to think about it, because you are in that time of your life that more than anything else, your peers will influence who you are. And when I reflect on Jesus' life, I can't help but look at the example and the influence he was on those around him to be better, and I want the same for you. So I'm going to give that time over to you now. I hope you have an awesome day. I hope it's filled with success and opportunity for you. Hope you have time to reflect on what I've said this morning. Thank you.